This week, again, it's about foods from around the world, and this is a beautiful book called Strega Nona that is from Italy that I'm going to read you today. It's an old tale that was retold and illustrated by Tommy DiPaolo, and it's one of my favorite books here. I'm also going to teach you this week how to do the 5-finger summary. Okay, so we're going to do the 5-finger summary. The first finger, your thumb there, is what we're going to talk about. Where does the story take place? That's the setting. Okay, and it can be where and when. That's the setting. Who is in the story? That's the characters. And then what happened at the beginning, middle, and end. Those are all key details, and key details are one of our learning standards right now. Very important to remember key details from stories. So let's read about Strega Nona. Strega Nona. In a town in Calabria, a long time ago, there lived an old lady everyone called Strega Nona, which meant Grandma Witch. Although all the people in town talked about her in whispers, they all went to see her if they had troubles. Even the priest and the sisters of the convent went, because Strega Nona did have a magic touch. Look at it. Everybody's lined up to talk to her. Do you see her down there? Right there? There's Strega Nona. She could cure a headache with oil and water and a hairpin. She made special potions for the girls who wanted husbands, and she was very good at getting rid of warts. But Strega Nona was getting old, and she needed someone to help her keep her little house and garden, so she put up a sign in the town square. Big Anthony, who didn't pay attention, went to see her. "Anthony," said Strega Nona, "you must sweep the house and wash the dishes. You must weed the garden and pick the vegetables. You must feed the goat and milk her, and you must fetch the water. For this I will give you 3 coins and a place to sleep and food to eat." "Oh, grazie," said Big Anthony. "The one thing you must never do," said Strega Nona, "is touch the pasta pot. It is very valuable, and I don't let anyone touch it." "Oh, si, yes," said Big Anthony. And so the days went by. Big Anthony did his work, and Strega Nona met with people who came to see her for headaches and husbands and warts. Big Anthony had a nice bed to sleep in next to the goat shed, and he had food to eat. One evening, when Big Anthony was milking the goat, he heard Strega Nona singing. Peeking in the window, he saw Strega Nona standing over the pasta pot. She sang, "Bubble, bubble, pasta pot, boil me some pasta nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil enough pasta to fill me up." And the pasta pot bubbled and boiled and was suddenly filled with steaming hot pasta. Yummy, I love pasta. Then Strega Nona sang, "Enough, enough, pasta pot. I have my pasta nice and hot. So simmer down, my pot of clay, until I'm hungry another day." "How wonderful," said Big Anthony. "That's a magic pot for sure." And Strega Nona called Big Anthony in for supper. But too bad for Big Anthony, because he didn't see Strega Nona blow 3 kisses to the magic pasta pot. And this is what happened. The next day, Big Anthony went to the town square to fetch the water. He told everyone about the pasta pot, and naturally everyone laughed at him because it sounded so silly. A pasta pot that cooked all by itself? "You'd better go and confess to the priest, Big Anthony," they said. "Such a lie!" And Big Anthony was angry, and that wasn't a very good thing to be. "I'll show them," he said to himself. "Someday I'll get the pasta pot and make it cook, and then they'll be sorry." That day came sooner than Big Anthony would have ever thought, because 2 days later, Strega Nona said to Big Anthony, "Anthony, I must go over the mountain to the next town to see my friend Strega Amelia. Sweep the town and weed the garden, feed the goat and milk her, and for your lunch there are some bread and cheese in the cupboard. And remember, don't touch my pasta pot." "Oh, yes, yes," Strega Nona said Big Anthony. But inside he was thinking, "My chance has come." Uh-oh, what do you think is going to happen? Do you have a prediction? What's going to happen in the story? What do you think? As soon as Strega Nona was out of sight, Big Anthony went inside, pulled the pasta pot off the shelf, and put it on the floor. "Now let's see if I can remember the words," said Big Anthony, and Big Anthony sang, "Bubble, bubble, pasta pot, boil me some pasta nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil enough pasta to fill me up." And sure enough, the pot bubbled and boiled and began to fill up with pasta. "Aha!" said Big Anthony, and he ran to the town square, jumped on the fountain, and shouted, "Everyone get forks and plates and platters and bowls. Pasta for all at Strega Nona's house. Big Anthony has made the magic pasta pot work." Of course, everyone laughed, but ran home to get forks and plates and platters and bowls. And sure enough, when they got to Strega Nona's, the pasta pot was so full it was beginning to overflow. Big Anthony was a hero! He scooped out the pasta and filled the plates and platters and bowls. There was more than enough for all the townspeople, including the priest and the sisters from the convent. And some people came back for 2 and 3 helpings, but the pasta pot was never empty. Oh my gosh, look at all that pasta. What do you like to have on your pasta? I like sauce and cheese. Look at all those people happily eating. When all had had their fill, Big Anthony sang, "Enough, enough, my pasta pot. I have my pasta nice and hot, so simmer down, my pot of clay, until I'm hungry another day." But alas, he did not blow the 3 kisses. He went outside to the applause of the crowd. Big Anthony took a bow. He was so busy listening to compliments from everyone that he didn't notice the pasta pot was still bubbling and boiling, until a sister from the convent said, "Oh, Big Anthony, look!" And the pasta was pouring out of the pot all over the floor of Strega Nona's house and was coming out the door. Big Anthony rushed in and shouted the magic words again, but the pasta pot kept boiling. He took the pot off the floor, but the pasta kept pouring from it. Big Anthony grabbed a cover and put it on the pot and sat on it. But the pasta raised the cover, and Big Anthony as well, and spilled on the floor of Strega Nona's little house. Oh my gosh, look at all that pasta. Look at all of that. "Stop!" yelled Big Anthony, but the pasta did not stop. And if someone hadn't grabbed poor Big Anthony, the pasta would have covered him up. The pasta had all but filled the little house. Out of the windows and through the door came the pasta, and the pot kept right on bubbling. The townspeople began to worry. "Do something, Big Anthony," they shouted. Big Anthony sang the magic song again, but without the 3 kisses. It did no good. By this time, the pasta was on its way down the road, and all the people were running to keep ahead of it. Oh no, look at all the noodles everywhere. "We must protect our town from the pasta," shouted the mayor. "Get mattresses, tables, doors, anything to make a barricade." But even that didn't work. The pot kept bubbling and the pasta kept coming. Do you guys know what a barricade is? A barricade is when you pile things up to block something. So you might make a barricade to block a door. Or these guys, look at them. They're dragging their mattresses and doors to pile them up. Look at the barricade. Can you see it? They're piling it up. And look at the pasta from little Strega Nona's house. It's just pouring and pouring. I don't think the barricade's going to stop it. We are lost, said the people, and the priest and the sisters of the convent began praying. The pasta will cover our town, they cried, and it certainly would have, had Strega Nona not come down the road home from her visit. She didn't have to look twice to know what happened. Oh my goodness, look at all that pasta. She sang the magic song and blew the 3 kisses. And with a sputter, the pot stopped boiling and the pasta came to a halt. Oh, grazie, thank you, Strega Nona, the people cried. But then they turned on poor Big Anthony. String him up, the men of the town shouted. Now wait, said Strega Nona. The punishment must fit the crime. And she took a fork from a lady standing nearby and held it out to Big Anthony. All right, Anthony, you wanted pasta from my magic pasta pot, Strega Nona said, and I want to sleep in my little bed tonight. So start eating. And he did. Poor Big Anthony. Oh, look at the look on his face. His belly is so full. And there he is. Strega Nona got all the way back into her little house and her little bed. And poor Big Anthony has a big tummy ache. I bet he learned his lesson. Okay, so let's do the 5-finger summary. Okay, so the first thing, where did this story take place? Where was it? Well, it was in Italy, in a little town called Calabria, okay, and in Strega Nona's house. That's the other place. That's the setting. Who are the characters in this story? Well, Big Anthony and Strega Nona, I would say, are the main characters, but we also had some townspeople in there. At the beginning of the story, Strega Nona was getting old and she needed some help with her little house. And so she put up a poster. Do you remember that? In the town square. And she said, I need help with my house and my garden and milking my goat. And so Anthony came and applied for the job. Now we're in the middle of the story. And he started to work. And he was milking the goat. And he overheard Strega Nona talking to her magic pasta pot. But there's one very important thing that he forgot, which was the 3 kisses. At the end of the story, so that's kind of the middle of the story, I'm going to say too, then Strega Nona went over the mountain to visit her friend. Do you remember Strega Amelia? And Anthony started to make the pasta pot boil, and he fed all the townspeople, but he didn't know how to make it stop. The end of the story is when Strega Nona came back and she made the pasta pot stop by blowing 3 kisses like that. And the pasta pot stopped boiling, but there was pasta everywhere, all over the town. So she gave a fork to Big Anthony and she made him eat it all. And then at the end of the story, she got to be back in her little house and in her bed. So that's how you do a 5-finger summary. So there are a couple other things that I want to talk to you about before we go today. And I'm going to bring back my little friend, Llama. Hello, friends. Okay, so Llama wants to tell you about an art poster contest where, does this look familiar? This is our alphabet arc that a lot of teachers have in their classroom that I'm sure you've been working with. This, I turned the arc, which is this shape like this, is an arch or an arc shape. I turned it into a rainbow here. I also had some other ideas how you could turn it into a turtle or a pig or something else. I thought it might be fun to turn the alphabet arc, make it over a football or a soccer ball, or it doesn't have to be an arc shape. It could be like this, and you can make it over mountains. But I want for you to make an alphabet arc poster or an alphabet shape poster and bring it to school, and we are going to hang them up and pick the very best ones from each school, and you'll get a special prize. Okay, there also are some secret codes hidden in different places all over the website. So go looking and see if you can find one or two secret codes that are hidden. I also have the song button. Our song is finished. It's called Letters and Words, and it's our theme song for Hour of Power. It's very fun. You can click on that button and listen to the song. And pretty soon, I think we're going to make a music video with some puppets that goes with that song. But for right now, you can click and just listen to the song. We also have new letters that are in Lettertown, so you can learn new letters and sounds. There are some new tongue twisters and word games for phonemic awareness on that button. More read alouds, and there'll be more and more stuff coming up. So check it out. Go and click on different places, and we're going to hide the secret code in different places every week. So there will be new places for you to look to find the secret code this week and turn it in. So when you listen to the secret code, you're going to write it down. Write down your name and your teacher's name with that secret code. Put it in the box at school, and you're going to get a prize. Okay? Have a fantastic week and check out all the new stuff. And my llama says goodbye, friends from Hour of Power. See you next week. Bye.